The Legmaster is world famous, selling over 6 million worldwide. The Legmaster was invented by award-winning inventor Neil Summers for his wife Fiona, a mother of 5 who was time poor, hated exercise, but wanted results in literally 60 seconds a day. The Legmaster is perfect for strengthening the pelvic floor muscles. It's also beneficial for those that want to strengthen the legs, particularly the mature population. Plus, it can trim down the thighs to give us more shapelier legs. Everyone has 60 seconds a day, and with the Legmaster, that 60 seconds could seriously change your life. And to tell us more is the lady who this was invented for. Let's now meet Fiona Summers on Openshop.
And welcome to Openshop and welcome to the world famous Legmaster. This product is a phenomenon. Why? Because it is changing people's lives. This is not a want. This is what we consider a must-needed product in every household in Australia. It's needed for the mature and elderly, for strengthening, for the legs. It's needed for all women who are, well, or who have had children, for strengthening the pelvic floor. It's great for athletes. It's great for everyone, for beginners, for those who haven't exercised for a long time, or for those who are already exercising. And this is happening in 60 seconds a day. This is totally different from any other exercise you've ever done before. I'm joined here today by Fiona. She's come all the way from the UK. How are you, Fiona?
I am great. It's always great to be here in Sydney.
Fantastic to have you here. We've got the girls crew here today. We've got Kelly, we've got Britta down the back, and we've got Peter sitting down here over here behind me. And everyone here is having a 60-second Legmaster routine. Now, the Legmaster is one of the biggest selling products here at Openshop. This product is a phenomenon worldwide. Fiona has sold over 5 million worldwide. Now, if you have purchased the Legmaster before, we've got the brand new upper body bar. So you can buy that today and add that onto your existing Legmaster. But let us give you the details. Well, I'm in a bit of a muddle here with my exercise. Okay, 300030 is the item number. The price is $159, so that's really reasonable. In addition to that purchase, if this is your first purchase, you'll get an additional 10% off, and of course you're getting free express delivery as well. I'm having a little bit of a huff and puff here, Fiona. And if you want the upper body bar, it's going to give you a complete upper body toning at the same time in that 60-second time frame. So you're getting upper and lower in that 60 seconds. The item number for that one there is, where's the item number for the upper? Here we go, 301115, Fiona. $49.95, so you're saving $10. And express free delivery. This really works. I'm feeling it. So I reckon I've been going for 60 seconds now, already. Fiona. What do you think?
Absolutely. And that's all you need. That's the whole thing. Literally just a few seconds a day is starting the magic to begin.
And Fiona, this product is world famous. It's changing people's lives, and it's changed your life. And it was invented for you, by your husband, because I believe that you have 5 daughters.
Yes. And actually, after the birth of my 4th child, my pelvic floor was literally, it wasn't even on the floor, it was in the basement. And I said to my husband, because I am lazy and I had no time, 5 children, too much to do, babies, the whole thing. I said, look, I am never going to go to a gym. I'm allergic to gyms. I really want some help getting everything back to where it was before I had those children. You always get told to do those pelvic floor exercises, but how many of us do them? Well, I certainly didn't. So this was a great way for me to actually do something for myself.
Yes.
In a very short amount of time, that I could actually commit to. I mean, pelvic floor, literally on the floor. After 5 children, you can just imagine it. So this has been absolutely brilliant to lift it
lifting and turn. And it is this lateral movement that I'm going to get you to explain to me, because it's different from every other exercise that I've ever done. I've tried the Pilates, I've tried the yoga, I've tried all those things, and none of them seem to help with that pelvic floor, that oops moment. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of how incredible this is, let me tell you why people are buying this product worldwide. The number one product, the number one reason this product people are buying it is the pelvic floor. We need to strengthen it, ladies. And if you need to strengthen it, well, you're not alone. 1 in 4 people suffer those oops, you know, the oops moment, the oops, the sneeze, the giggle, the cough, the standing up quickly. If you've had children, you'll understand. The number 2 reason why people are buying this is strengthening of the legs. And we're going to get a little bit more, into why people are buying it. So giving you strength in those legs, giving you back that independence to get up out of that chair comfortably and faster. The number 3 reason is we all want a good pair of pins. So this is going to tone. It's going to slim the inner and outer thighs. It's going to lift that tushy, and it's also going to tone that core and, of course, the pelvic floor. So when you do get this home, my suggestion to you is get the tape measure out, ladies. Measure around your thighs, top of the thighs, mid-thighs, and down just above the knees. In 30 days, have a look how many centimetres you could lose in that toning, in that strengthening in that area. Get summer ready, right? It's when you're wearing that skirt where you sit down and it might just pop up above the knee there to have that little bit of extra confidence. Fiona, I mean, it's something that money can't buy. It's 60 seconds a day that you need to do to make this work, right?
Absolutely, and I do think everybody's got 60 seconds a day. I mean, whether it is for mobility and stability, we're all living a lot longer. We want to keep our independence. Absolutely perfect. Something you can do in the home. So you don't need to go for that long walk that you might not want to do, or go to the gym, or do that Pilates class. They're great, but the commitment can sometimes be a little bit too much financially as well as time. Brilliant for going on Bondi Beach and getting that lovely thigh gap in. You know, my girl said to me, "Mom, my jeans look better in you. I have 5 daughters." It's like, that's not fair. It's like, well, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Also, it's just brilliant for pelvic floor. I mean, how many of us sitting there now can relate to that? I think there's an awful lot of women worldwide. It's absolutely gonna change lives. I mean, have a look here, what's happening at the animation. It's slimming, it's toning, it's lifting. I mean, it is parts of the body that as we old, they all tend to go a little bit south. Bring them back up in 60 seconds a day.
60 seconds a day, absolutely phenomenal. And these are the kinds of results that you can expect in your home without having to go down to the gym. Here's Narelle. Narelle's life simply changed by using this product here today. If you're going to tell us about Narelle's story.
Well, that was brilliant because she basically too embarrassed to go to the gym. Hated the way she looked, tried everything, nothing had worked. She had a leg master, and it was a perfect place for her to start because you know what? She did it in the comfort of her own home, just wearing pajamas, started with 1 or 2, felt better about it, then started a little walking, maybe turning down that second cookie, and actually literally day by day she could increase her repetitions. As the weight dropped off her, the leg master helped tone her up. She lost 23 kilos.
She looks sensational.
And it changed her mentally as well as physically, positive, more energized. So it was a great place for her to start and continue. So, and there are other results as well. I mean, like we have a Becky, which is brilliant. She actually just wanted better legs.
Well,
have a look at that.
Doesn't she have legs 11 there? Look at those pins now. So to buy this product, to have it in your home, to be able to do it in your PJs, to literally change your life in 60 seconds a day, I reckon if I said, who wants that? Every single hand who is watching this show right now would be saying, yes, please. Let's talk about the pelvic floor, because the pelvic floor, I mean, a weak pelvic floor can cause a lot of those oops moments, ladies. It can make you lose your confidence. It can make you think, oh my gosh, how can I drive there? What colour clothing am I going to have to wear in case I have that oops moment? Am I going to make it home? Am I going to have that giggle at the luncheon and think, oh my gosh, I should have, had to go to all those extra steps that some of us women from time to time have to go to be able to tone and lift and put that pelvic floor back where it should be. That is absolutely incredible. And Fiona, it's more affordable than going to one gynecologist appointment. But buying this, it is saving you money, right?
It's saving you money, and actually many of us, the idea of going to a gynecologist and talking about it's an embarrassing situation. You kind of think you're alone in it, but I tell you what, ladies, you're not. And there is something you can do, but it's something you can do in the comfort of your own home. And this is the way the leg master is very different from other pieces of fitness equipment. Everything else is forward. Walking, cycling, swimming. Great to do this. This is lateral. If you actually have a look at the base here, nothing else can actually give this movement to you. I'm actually literally using my pelvic floor, which is here, to draw up. There's a little ramp here, and I'm lifting my whole body weight using the pelvic floor, which is basically 4 muscles that support the bladder. So it's very, very simple, very efficient, but this is what is strengthening pelvic floors worldwide in literally seconds a day.
And it's incredible that your husband invented this. Now, Kelly, when you used to go to your gynecologist, tell us what used to happen to you.
2 years, I think it's even 3 years now, but I used to go regularly, and I used to go to a medical centre and just get whoever was available. So I had lots of feedback from lots of different doctors over the years. And the feedback within 30 seconds was, oh, you've got a very, very loose dropped pelvic floor. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for telling me what I already know.
But I bought the Legmaster for another reason years ago. That was just because I was like Fiona, insanely lazy, but I knew I had to do something. Didn't like my tush, didn't like the fact that it sat 2 inches lower than what it probably should have, and that it was flat, inner thighs. So I bought this as a start because I knew if I could do anything, I could do 60 seconds a day.
60 seconds.
Hopped on it, could only do 2 sort of slides first up, but each day I forced myself to do 1 or 2 slides in a row, and now I can do 200 or 300. And that's all I do every day. Yeah, so and then...
And what's happened to your pelvic floor, shall I ask?
Well, I don't get the same feedback, put it that way.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
So you felt that it reshaped your tushy?
Absolutely. And this machine actually started me on a big fitness regimen over the last 2 or 3 years.
Right.
Lost a load of weight, got insanely fit, and I've actually found that of all the exercises I've ever done, of all the equipment I've ever used, I've never actually had a machine that uses these muscles. There's never been a machine or an exercise that hits those muscles.
Either have I. Now, Fiona, when it comes to a pelvic floor, there was a top gynecologist in Germany who actually did a study on your Legmaster,
Yes.
on her patients. Tell us a little bit about this study.
Yes, it was very interesting because obviously I felt the benefits having had 5 children, but we really wanted a stamp of authority for somebody who really knew that part of the
professional.
body and the difficulties that so many people so many women worldwide and men are suffering with. This is Margit Opan. She is from Cologne, actually. She was beyond the level of the gynecologist in London. She really is the top gynecologist worldwide, I would say.
Wow.
Now, she had a look. She said, you know, if there's anything that I know that can help strengthen the pelvic floor, that would be a breakthrough in medical history.
Wow.
Because she was doing surgeries and doing all sorts of things.
Yes.
She tried it with quite a few of her patients, and she had literally 100%. I'm going to say that again because even I'm like, amazing, not surprised. 100%. Everybody felt the feeling of strengthening. I mean, everybody has different results, but they felt the strengthening of the pelvic floor as well as strengthening of the legs. So she just said, you know what, Fiona, this is amazing. This is a must for everybody, especially after they've had children or as they age. And she now actually puts it in all her clinics and she helps to promote it worldwide. And for me, to have somebody of that level of medical knowledge say, yes, this is why it's working and brilliant, was really good.
Now, there is a lot more things that this specialist, I heard that she did say. They're claims that we cannot make on air, but of course she is discussing those with her patients. And it's very interesting to know that, you know, this is going to help strengthen, it's going to help tone. And those oops moments, if we can minimise them, ladies, I know what it's like. We've all been there. I've had children. If you would like to strengthen your pelvic floor right now, it's time to jump on, get online, tap the app 132580, and look for 300030. Literally, you can get this on Afterpay, right? So you're going to get it at home, free express delivery, $159, something that can literally change your life. Everyone in the family can use it. The teenagers, the hubby, it might be for your pelvic floor. It might be to strengthen the legs. It might be your daughter who wants to have the killer pins or tone the butt for the tight, skinny jeans. Now, when we talk about pelvic floors and doctors in Germany, we also then thought, you know, we better check things out here in Australia. So we had a top thermologist testing it here in Australia. We wanted to see what happens to the pelvic floor region when you're using the Legmaster. Let's have a look and check out this test.
Hi, I'm Catherine Habgood from Thermology Australia. We specialise in full body thermography or thermal imaging. These cameras are excellent at detecting the heat that's being generated coming from the body. And today we're going to be demonstrating this on the Legmaster to see which muscle groups are being activated and where the heat's being generated in the body. When the colours change from green to red on the screen, it's an indication of what muscle groups are being activated. So you can see clearly here that the Legmaster is working very hard to restore the muscles in the pelvic floor and abdominal area. Often we experience a separation of muscles in the pelvic floor, particularly the muscles in the front of the abdomen here tend to separate after women have had a couple of children, particularly if they've had 3 babies. We often see a complete separation of those muscles, and you can see that that's the actual area that's being stimulated during this exercise, and it's being worked very hard, which is indicated by this white area here, which is going to help to bring those muscles together and help and tone and tighten and flatten that stomach area after having babies.
That was incredible. Right here in Australia, that was tested. Did you see the difference in the separation of the muscles and how it was able to strengthen that area by using this machine here, 60 seconds a day, less time than it takes to brush your teeth, less time than it takes to boil the kettle. This has been one of our top selling items here at Openshop, and we're out of stock for quite a while. And guess what? We've got some more stock. So for $159, less than a couple of months gym membership, and you've got this in your home for everyone to use. Now, Britta, you've had this for a little while now.
I have.
Tell us about how it's changed your life.
It's changed my life, Gabby, in so many different ways. As you can see, I've been standing up, but also sitting down. So when I've felt like I've sort of reached my limit of standing, I will actually sit, but yet I'm still getting the benefits.
Awesome. And you can do that, Fiona. So if you are a little bit weak, or you haven't exercised for many years, or you're recovering from maybe a knee injury or a hip injury, or if you're a little bit heavier and you just feel that you're nervous about starting on your feet, is it okay to start?
Absolutely. I mean, it is a great place to start and grow, or actually start and stay, because sitting down, you're activating, strengthening all the leg muscles, that pelvic floor. You've also got cardiovascular workout, you're using your heart, your lungs, you're releasing endorphins. You're feeling more energized. A lot of people say, you know, I do this because I'm always feeling so tired and I just want to get going, and this gives me a bit more energy. So sitting down is absolutely perfect.
Fantastic. So look, you know, you may weigh over 110 kilos as well. So for you, this is where you would start. We can get it to you at free express delivery. Take it out of the box, put it together, take a seat. Start your exercise. And Britta, how else has it helped you?
It's benefited me in many different ways,
Right.
actually, and you can ask my husband that, because it actually is.
Okay,
Things
nudge,
in all
nudge.
different areas.
So Fiona, the pelvic floor area, I have heard rumours, and they're rumours, I believe, because
they are true.
They're in testimonials, they're in reviews, and the ladies are saying that the husbands are giving this machine the thumbs up. Why is that, Fiona?
That is an interesting. I, for many months, used to get reviews from husbands saying, I love the fact that my wife is using a leg master. And I was thinking, oh, well, maybe it's the aesthetics. And then the word tighten came in, then the word firm and toned. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. If I'm helping people in the bedroom, in whatever world, then you know what? I'll put that on the list. And yeah, whatever. That's a great thing to benefit from as well.
In the brief, when you said to your husband, who's an inventor,
Yes.
it wasn't about that.
It was about him gaining the benefit of me.
It was
with a
about
stronger-
60 seconds a day. You said, I'm a mum of 5 children.
Yes.
I don't have time to get a babysitter in, can't afford to get a babysitter in, so I can take off to the gym for an hour and a half a day. You said to him, your brief was, I want to lift, I want to tone, I want to tighten, and I want it done in 1 minute a day. Your husband is a genius. Now let's go and visit Peter and find out a little bit about. Peter is using the accessory, which is the upper body bar.
Absolutely.
And Peter does not mind saying that she is a sprightly 70 years young. Fit as a fiddle.
71.
Nearly 71. Look at her go. Britta has told me, sorry, my mistake. Peter has told me she's fitter at 70 than what she was at 40. Tell me a little bit about your fitness journey and why do you love this machine?
Well, I got this machine a couple of years ago and I was amazed. So was my husband. But
Another happy hubby.
one of the terrific benefits is I injured my knees last November.
Oh, did you, Peter?
And I found I could sit and use the leg master and not strain the knees, but I could still feel all the working in the muscles all through the core.
Right.
To the point in March, I signed up to do a trek, I should say, in Nepal.
Wow.
And I'm only back a week from Nepal.
How was it?
I hiked with a range of 30-year-olds to 71. And my biggest fear was that I would have a leak between the breaks.
Stops.
Sometimes we were hiking 2 hours
Wow.
before we had a toilet break. I never had a problem.
Oh, fantastic.
I was able to get rid of the fear, and I know it's because Legmaster has strengthened all my pelvic area, which is a
Absolutely
miracle
fabulous.
at my age.
Fabulous. And Fiona, so this would have helped with, you know, the strengthening of the legs, because trekking, you are doing a hell of a lot of walking, uphill generally, a lot of stairs, 71 years of age.
Yes, absolutely.
Incredible.
No, I think it's great. It's offering life experiences, whether they are, I mean, big life experiences, which you possibly wouldn't have done if you didn't have the strength. But even just getting upstairs, getting out of a chair can become a challenge. And that can be a life-changing experience for some people, is being able to keep their functional activities either sitting or standing, but something which is achievable. You're going to feel it immediately and easy to commit to, because we all have a minute a day.
Everybody's got a minute a day. Now, I'm going to give you a minute to get to the phone so you can get one of these in your home, 1325E, openshop.com.au. Give it a go, read all the 5-star reviews, and of course you're getting 30 days money back guarantee. Love it or send it back. Read the reviews worldwide. This is a phenomenon. We'll be back in a moment to talk about strengthening.
It's time to make that change and take that first step towards changing your life with the Summers Legmaster. In just 60 seconds a day, you can strengthen your pelvic floor and legs, plus trim down and have those shapelier legs you've always wanted. The Legmaster is world famous, selling over 6 million worldwide. The Legmaster was invented by award-winning inventor Neil Summers for his wife Fiona, a mother of 5 who was time-poor, hated exercise, but wanted results in literally 60 seconds a day. The Legmaster is perfect for strengthening the pelvic floor muscles. It's also beneficial for those that want to strengthen the legs, particularly the mature population. Plus, it can trim down the thighs to give us more shapelier legs. The Legmaster was put to a test by thermologists, and it showed that in just 60 seconds, it engaged and strengthened the pelvic floor region and the hard-to-target areas of the legs. It's the technology of the lateral side motion and the curved track that gives such amazing results in such a short period of time. Just like you're seeing on Becky and Narelle right now. Real results on real women who wanted to change their lives. Everyone has 60 seconds a day, and with the Legmaster, that 60 seconds could seriously change your life. Here at Openshop, we will deliver the Legmaster to your door, express free delivery. And if it's your first purchase, save a further 10%. Plus shop with Afterpay. Enjoy getting results now and pay later. The Summers Legmaster is just 60 seconds a day to a new you.
60 seconds a day, real results on real women. Fiona, it's the curved track that is the secret to the lifting, the toning, the putting things back where they may have been 10 years or 20 years ago. And your husband created this shape, this lateral movement, which is different from a treadmill or an elliptical or a cycle or walking or lunges or squats. So the lateral movement and that curved track, let's show run at home. Let's turn it to the side so that we can see your lovely little tushy moving about and showing how the Legmaster, I'm sorry for standing in front of you, Kelly, I'm going to stand here.
Yeah, it's important to see it because a lot of people say, you know what, why does it work so quickly? Why does it give such great results fast? If you look at it here, everything's coming up.
Yes.
This is coming up. My pelvic floor that was down here is now up near my throat. The buttocks are up where my 17-year-old daughters are.
I can see it. I can see the movement.
On the Legmaster, and it is doing it for me.
It is. It really is almost like the pelvic thrust and the all in one go. So that makes sense when you can see how your body's moving, why it's toning. 60 seconds a day. We've got a great question that's just come through from the control room, Fiona. What if I get it home? What if I can only do 5? What if I can only do 10? Now, I'm going to just drop someone in the drink. Jono, who was in the morning on the morning show the other day. This guy is a celebrity fitness expert. He's got an incredible body, let me tell you, but he's never used a Legmaster before. He could only do 12 reps.
Well, it was invented for me, and I did 10. So I'm going to be honest, I did 10. But you know what? The great thing is you have started something really important. If you get it home, you can do 2. That is brilliant. It's a great place to start. The next day, 3, the next day 4, the next day 5. You know, you can work up to your 60 seconds. I could tell you nobody can do 60 seconds to start.
Straight up.
It's a great place to start. It's a great place to grow from.
Yes.
And a great place to stay, because you never need to do more than 60 seconds. This magical movement, as you can see, is going to bring it up. Just that one movement has toned, tightened, lifted, exactly where we want our bodies to be, ladies. Not down here on the floor, but up here. So literally 2 is absolutely brilliant, but try for 3 the next day.
Go for 3. And look, if you can see the girls on set stopping, it's because you're meant to. You're not meant to do it for a full hour like we are here. You're meant to do it for a full 60 seconds. And as Fiona said, work your way up to it. What I've been doing of a morning is popping the kettle on or turning the coffee machine on, going and jumping on my leg master. By the time it's ready, I'm ready to make my coffee. You can put it somewhere where you're going to use it. So for me, it's right there in the middle of the living area. I see it. It's in my home. I don't have to go to the gym. Although I still do, Fiona, I still do go a couple of times a week.
Yeah,
but
great.
what the movement that I'm doing, or the movements I'm doing at the gym, do not replicate this. This is completely different. There is no lateral sliding movement of any way, shape or form that I'm taught that I can do in a class with my runners on. I do this in my gym jams. I do it in my PJs. Absolutely. I don't even get into my gym gear. We don't even call this a piece of fitness equipment. This is much more. It's a life-changing product. It does things that fitness products simply cannot do. Now, we told you the number one reason why this sells. We covered it. It's the pelvic floor. The second thing and the second reason is the strengthening of the legs. Fiona, tell us about the strengthening of the legs, how this works.
Well, I think basically we're all living a lot longer in the world, especially in the UK, Australia. The one thing we all want to do is keep our independence.
Yeah.
We want to keep mobile. We want to keep, you know, active functioning
Getting up out of the
activities
chair,
going. Exactly.
bounding up the stairs,
Exactly.
being able to carry
so when
your
I get the
groceries.
reviews around the world, which I'm thrilled of 5-star reviews, so many of them are over 60, over 70, over 80, over 90-year-old people that are just saying, you know what, this is absolutely perfect for keeping me going, for strengthening every area of the body. I mean, especially the legs. They don't want to fall. There are over 200 leg muscles that need to have something. You have to do something. As I always say to people, you have to do something. Whether it's a walk, whether it's a swim, whether it's a... But, you know, for those people, they don't necessarily want to go to the gym. They don't necessarily want to get wet. I couldn't think of anything worse, personally. So the Leg Master is literally helping them keep their mobility, help their stability, help keep their independence for literally a few seconds a day in their comfort of their own home, in their pajamas.
You know,
just
so,
perfect.
but you said in their 70s, 80s and 90s. So Fiona, if somebody hasn't been to the gym for 25 years, maybe just walks up to the corner store to get the paper and the eggs and the milk. So most people who own this do not go to the gym, is that correct?
I truly believe that. I mean, my own father alone is, I mean, he's 85 years old, and I call him every day to get on the Leg Master because I truly believe it, that if he didn't get on that Leg Master, he'd be in a wheelchair.
Oh my gosh.
And results vary, obviously, from person to person, but he's a genuine person. He's lazy. He doesn't want to get out of his chair. And you know what? One of these days, if he didn't do the Leg Master, he would not be able to get out of the chair. My mother would then have to look after him, and then it all falls apart. So it is perfect for people. He uses it sitting down sometimes.
Yes,
and I say, I don't mind. Sitting down is a perfect way to get moving and to keep moving, which is what everybody wants to be able to do.
Now, Fiona, it's not only your father that uses it every day, your mother also uses it every day. Let's take a listen to what she has to say about the Leg Master.
I love the Leg Master because it's so easy to use and it strengthens my legs now that I'm getting older. I've been using the Leg Master for about 4 or 5 years. I tend to get up in the morning and use it straight away, and I do my minute on it and then it's done for the day. And it's so quick and you feel better when you've used it, and definitely your legs know that you've been on it. And I've got 2 artificial shoulders, and at my age I find it very simple to use. It's light to move around and it's easy to use. It's very important for me to keep my legs strong, which the Leg Master is doing, to avoid any injuries, because the older you get, the more bones you break. The Leg Master gives me the same workout as going to the gym, but I'm doing it in the comfort of my own home. At my age, I don't want to go to the gym, and the Leg Master is an easy solution.
And Fiona, your mother, who had a fall, she said to you if she could strengthen her legs thought for the fear of having another injury, that was what motivated her. But I noticed that she wasn't wearing her fancy gym clothes. She was doing it in her house clothes, which is awesome.
Absolutely. No, she did have a fall, and it was around the time we invented the leg mask. And I said, you know what, Mum, if you don't want to fall again, get on the leg mask. And she said, you know what, I don't. And then when we came to Australia, I said, look, I'd love for you to tell your story, because there's a lot of Rosemaries around the world that generally are looking for a place to start and to keep mobile. And she said, oh no, I can't do all of that. And I said, so you don't want to help somebody, you know, not fall? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Even if I just help one person not fall, it would be worth it, because it was horrible to lose her independence.
Well, I am sure she will help just one person, in fact, more than one person, because millions of these have sold worldwide, but around 2 million alone have sold in Japan. And why is it that they've sold there? It was more about, I believe, the mature population. That was their motivation to buy this, for that strengthening, was it?
Yeah, the strengthening, yeah. It was a more mature population that we were sold to. It was like over 78-year-olds. And I think in Japan, they're very well aware that they've got to do something to keep mobility, to keep stability, and they really want to keep their independence.
Of course.
So yeah, we had a huge success on that population to help strength and tone and just keep their stability so they can keep their confidence.
And the test, Fiona, I mean, it also revealed that the Leg Master is more effective than traditional squats in a gym. Now, that is normally the #1 exercise that's taught for that leg strengthening. So for this to be more effective, 60 seconds a day, in my opinion, far easier than a squat. I don't have to put my gym gear on to do this. I can do it in my own home. 60 seconds a day, more effective than a squat.
Yeah.
I mean, is it that unique tracking shape that your husband designed? Is that what it's all about?
Yeah, that is where the magic begins and keeps going. And yeah, squats, it's so easy to get those wrong, and then you end up, you know, hurting yourself or maybe not going to the gym. And no, I know they're very, very beneficial. Absolutely.
And at my gym, I see these guys with these huge big barbells and doing these squats, and I think, oh my gosh, they're going to topple over, and it's going to, it could be dangerous. So we're using our own body weight. We're not adding any weight on. So this is our body weight that we're lifting without having to load up with weight.
It's safe, it's easy, and absolutely everybody can do it, because again, you could use it sitting down, you can use it standing up. Just do it once. The secret is in this curve. You're lifting your whole body weight using the magical curve, but using inner thighs, outer buttocks, you know, this whole pelvic floor, which is just a group of muscles that needs to be kept strong. This is doing it for you. Love that. I don't need to do it. It does it for you.
It's not just a group of muscles. It's a group of muscles that you need at their optimum, or where they used to be many years ago. Now, pop this in your home somewhere where you're going to use it all the time. Just like Lisa. Take a listen.
I've always tried to build some form of exercise into my daily life, in whatever shape that would take. I chose Leg Master after doing some research, and I wanted to find a product that would take very little time to use, because I'm a busy mum. I've noticed huge changes since using the Leg Master around my inner thigh, my outer thigh, my buttocks, and especially my core stability. I run quite a bit, and I do a few half marathons, and I have done a few in the past, and it definitely helps me with my core fitness there. After having 3 children, I had very little core muscle left, and it was the first thing I noticed when I started using the Leg Master, is the strength, especially in the core, which we as mums do notice go after having children. It's very easy to use the Leg Master. It only takes 1 minute, and I do a minute in the morning and a minute in the evening. And again, it's in my bathroom. It's so easy. It just prompts me every time I go in there to use it. I've done a lot of cardio exercise in the past, which I find really easy, but resistance training was one of the things I found more difficult. And to find the time to actually do that in a gym, I found not very easy to do. Having used the Leg Master, I found it so easy, it's so convenient, and it only takes a minute a day. Being in shape is very important to me. That's why I use the Leg Master. It keeps me fit, I build it into part of my daily routine, and I enjoy it.
And Fiona, it's small enough and portable enough to put it, even if you have a teeny tiny apartment, you can fold it up and you can pop it away. And how quickly can this happen? Here we go.
I think it takes about half an hour, or was it 2 seconds? There we go. I am
done.
Good to go. Now, pretty much comes fully assembled as well. We want to make everything about getting a better you easier. Literally just 3 feet to pop on.
Yes.
You're going to take it out of the box. If it's just 1, 2, if you're sitting down, if you're over the, the weight limit, or if you think I'm not that stable and I'm not sure about it, use it sitting down. If you've got got the regular handlebar, it will come with that. But if you want to buy the upper body bar, if you're like me and you want a huge amount of results in 60 seconds a day, you can literally just pop it on. Handlebar is actually adjustable. Now, getting going, we recommend holding the handlebar,
yes,
whether it is the one that you have or mine, in the middle.
Yes.
This is just for stability. One foot goes on the pedal, slightly moves,
okay,
but stops.
But there's a stopper at the end.
Exactly.
So it runs out to the stopper and it's stable and it's safe.
Exactly. And the other foot on, stable, safe, and this is the starting position.
And look, I've got to say that my runner size are a 41, which means that I have a big foot. And your foot plate there is large.
It's large enough for everybody.
For a size 11 runner, ladies and gents. Now, Fiona, the third reason that people are buying the Legmaster worldwide is aesthetics, ladies and gents. It's all about the great set of pins. And it's not just the summer pins, it's the winter pins too in those jeans, in those pants. What can happen in that first month of buying it?
Well, I wouldn't even say a month. I would say the first few seconds. You will feel it. This is instant gratification. Measure your thighs. I get a lot of people, the only complaint I have is that they're having to buy extra clothes because they've dropped a dress size.
Dear.
And I'm like, okay, I don't look at that as a complaint. So basically, measure especially this part. I mean, people 3 centimetres, 4 centimetres, 6 centimetres. Justine, who does the show here, she had amazing results, and she said, "Aren't you surprised, Fiona?" I'm like, well, yeah, no, because
she's not an exerciser. She's not an exerciser. I know that.
Absolutely. So basically, what can it do for the legs? We're talking strength. We're talking stability. Yes, but you're lifting your own body weight. This is going to burn big calories.
Yes.
It's also going to tone these muscles, and slim them. So if it's that thigh gap you're looking for,
yes, please,
then you know what? You find it in your Legmaster box. Have a look at this, lifting the buttocks off the floor. Look at that inner thigh area. Is that a part of your body that you're like, not my favorite? Flattening the stomach.
Love
After
it.
5 children, that was not looking
Love
so
it.
good. If any or all of these parts of the body are parts that you really want to improve, strengthen, slim, tone, you're going to get all of them through. That was what I say to people. People say to me, you know, who's benefiting from this? Well, the people who want strength, the people who want mobility, the people who want stability, people who want to feel a bit more awake, people who want better posture, people who want that thigh gap, people who want to have the pelvic floor where they were before having children, people who want to release into all that long list. But the thing is, no matter which one of those things you want, you get the whole list thrown in
package
within that microscopic amount of time. And do you know what? There's 1,440 minutes in each day. Just one of those, everybody has 60 seconds a day.
If you think you don't have 60 seconds a day, you do. Put the kettle on, jump on your Legmaster. Kelly, did you notice the difference in the shape of your legs? Because you said it started you on the journey, but you felt that you toned up straight away.
Yeah, it was like these butt muscles and inner thigh muscles straight away. You could feel it. Oh, you feel it straight away, definitely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I know, absolutely affirming and a lifting in that area for sure.
Fantastic.
Definitely. Yeah.
And what about you, Britta? Did you notice a shaping and a toning in the look, in the overall appearance of your legs? Did you notice a difference?
Absolutely. My jeans became looser.
Woo!
And that's not, you know, when you just wash them and they come back really tight?
Yes.
They actually were looser around here and definitely around the waist.
Thank you, Fiona. And Peter, how about yourself? Did you notice a difference visually in the aesthetics, in the shaping of your legs?
Yes, visually in my legs, but also in my tummy.
Okay.
Because as we age, we tend to be a bit loose there, and it's certainly a lot tighter.
Absolutely
thanks to Legmaster.
incredible. Thank you, Legmaster. And now, Fiona, I have been using this and I've measured. I did measure, like you said, upper thigh here, mid thigh, and just above the knee. In another month's time, I'm going to do my second measurement. I cannot wait to see. I'm not going to do it in between. I just want to see that. To me, I can feel it, I can see it, so I can't wait to see what the real results are. Now, for people that are purchasing the Legmasters today, 30030 is the item number. Give us a call, 132580 or openshop.com.au, free express delivery. Love it or send it back. If it's your first purchase with Openshop, of course, you're going to get that 10% off. So you're going to get another $15.90 off that price. And of course, you can take it on Afterpay, pay it off. Get this home, get your journey started. You do have 60 seconds a day. And in that 60 seconds a day, let's talk the upper body bar, because that is incorporated in that 60 seconds. There's not an additional 60 seconds. It's brand new in this visit. You're going to save $10 today. And Fiona, tell us about this incredible piece that we can add on. So we take the straight handlebar off.
Yes.
We pop this on, and what's it going to do?
Well, I always said to my husband, Leg Master, brilliant. Everything toned, strengthened, the pelvic floor, this whole area. But I said to him then, you know, if I'm actually going to invest 60 seconds a day into my feeling a lot better and trying to look like my teenage daughters, I'd actually like something to help all the upper body bar, you know, and then the more aging population, you know, reaching for those things or opening a jar, you know, that could really help them. So we invented the little upper body bar, which, as you say, you just take out the standard handlebar, and this one just arrives, it's fully ready to go, and all you do is you pop it in exactly like the other one, and you are good to go. Simple movement.
That's easy.
We're not talking a big movement, it's a simple movement up. You could actually do it without the legs, simple movement down. But what it is going to do is literally change the whole of the upper body. You can see the muscles that are already firing up in the upper arms. These are important muscles for carrying things, for opening jars, the abs. Look at that core muscle again, that pelvic floor area, the back. How many people there are sitting there saying, oh, my back's really not that weak, or my posture needs to be improved? Those core muscles are so important for literally everything we do in life. And I just feel, you know what, if I'm going to do 60 seconds a day, I'd actually like to work the whole body. And also, these are big muscles, so guess what? You are burning super big calories, not just while you're doing your minute a day, but 48 hours afterwards.
Really?
So you're getting a really good fat burning, muscle building, calorie burning, slimming, toning, strengthening, endorphins, lungs, heart, that whole long list that actually takes more than 60 seconds to say. You're getting that with one simple movement of lateral sitting or standing. It absolutely is magical.
And I've seen you, I've been watching you. So you're pressing lightly and you're lifting lightly. Is that how?
Absolutely. Look, I'm actually just doing it with one finger.
So
it's not a big strenuous thing, sitting down, standing. It's just literally one little move. We want to slim. We want to tone the muscles and strengthen. You can actually see there, the muscles are activating as I do it.
Guns.
And that is it.
You
but do I want to go to a gym?
Going on
Absolutely
there.
not. Do I want to go and do a fitness class? No, I'm perfectly happy with being in the mix of my teenage girls by doing 60 seconds a day.
I love it. And now, Fiona, can I use that sitting down? Is it still going to work as well as the legs do?
100%. We are talking, you know, Britta's doing it now. You can see here. She hasn't got the upper body bar on it. And Peter's going to do it with the upper body. We are talking calorie burning. We're talking strengthening. We're talking full body workout. But yes, we're talking in the comfort of our own home, just sitting down. Maybe on the edge of your bed. Maybe while you're watching Openshop. Maybe just sitting at the kitchen table. It means you can keep going for as long as you want to, no matter what age you are or whatever fitness level you are. Great place to start.
Brilliant.
Great place to continue and keep going with.
Absolutely brilliant. Now let's take a listen to Barbara and see why she loves a leg master.
Like the least are my tum and my bum, and lately I've been noticing I'm getting a wobble factor between my thighs. The Leg Master has helped me so much. So when I first started using the Leg Master, I wasn't sure how to use it, so I only used it maybe just a minute. But then as I got more confident, and after a few days, I noticed that I could use it for longer, and it was really good. I noticed it in my inner thighs, even maybe my pelvic floor. My butt is just feeling really great, and my husband says it looks good too. Well, the gym's not for me. I have the time and I have the money, but I just don't like it. I prefer to be flexible with my time and use the Leg Master whenever I like. And if it's only a minute a day here and there, I'm converted. It's so easy.
And you heard it right there, but I've got another review. So many 5-star reviews around the world. I mean, I had to pick and choose, and they're all brilliant. So this lady here has said, I always knew my pelvic floor needed work, but I never realised how weak my pelvic floor was until I started using this machine and felt the results. I've noticed the difference in the strength and shape of her legs and the strength of her core. So, you know, she's obviously had improvement in the pelvic floor, and that is the #1 reason why people are buying this. And, you know, I'm just thinking, thank you for the bonus, thank you for the strengthening, thank you for the toning, but if I'm not having that sneezing oops moment or the jumping on the trampoline, my kids are too old now to jump on the trampoline with them, but when they were little, I've got to say, the first time I got on the trampoline after many years of not having been on one,
absolutely. And how much is that worth you? How much is it worth you to get the control? But I mean, people often say to me, it's a Leg Master, but actually I should call it the pelvic floor master, because people get it a lot of times to strengthen their legs, to get the aesthetics, and they're thrilled with that. But then they're like, hold on a minute, I'm now getting a workout in a part of my body that I just didn't after you have the baby.
How else do you work out that part of your body?
You are told to do the exercises,
yes, I know.
but do you do it right? And are you doing it right? And this does it for you, ladies.
Because it's difficult and you're busy.
Absolutely.
And this is 60 seconds. Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody has 60 seconds in their day. Turn the kettle on. Just put the coffee machine on. I mean, just put it somewhere where you're going to look at it and it's going to motivate you. And how many emails have you received from men and women about pelvic floor improvements? Because it is that wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. But the fellas, if they're taking the time to write in, there's a difference.
I think there's only one word I can describe regarding how many emails, and that is fire hazard. I have so many of them, and every time I think, oh, that's the best one. Oh no, that's even better. Oh no, that's literally. And as I say, for me, it's just great, and the reason why I take 50, 60 flights a year.
Wow.
I just want strong pelvic floors in every country, because us women, we have the lovely babies, we bring them home, and you know what? We suffer in silence.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't want to even think about the embarrassments and that situation. And men, unfortunately, you have pelvic floors too. So for me to be able to, to help people who maybe are in their 30s and don't want to be going and buying those products, I just think it's worth every single flight, even a 23-hour flight here. It's absolutely, and actually what I say is, why not work on preventative instead of cure? Instead of you having to make those embarrassing appointments, just get ahead of the curve, invest 60 seconds a day, which if I have that, you definitely do, to make sure you never need to buy those products, you never need to have that appointment.
Or even for those who go to the absolute extreme and haven't tried this and then go straight for surgery. I know many of my girlfriends over the years, when we're all having our little cup of tea in our therapy chats and talking about the dramas that we women have post-children, many of my girlfriends have said, eventually I'm just going to get the operation done because it's just embarrassing, it's messy and it's unpredictable. That's the other thing.
And
you just
also,
don't know if and when it's going to happen.
One thing I would say is, no matter how many times you go to the gym and how many walks you go on, this is doing something completely different. It is that magic, that it's lateral motion, it's zero impact. No other piece of equipment does this simple move that lifts and tones. So you could go to the gym 500 times a week and you're never going to work this out. And I don't like to call it a piece of gym equipment. I actually call it something that is so much more than that. It is something to help change people's lives who may be allergic to fitness like myself. It should be in every single household in the world.
I agree. This is not a want. This is a must-have. For $159, it is so inexpensive. It's gift giving. You're giving a gift to yourself. You're giving a gift to your pelvic floor health, if that's what we call it.
Gift to yourself.
It's a Chrissy gift. It's stability. It's independence for maybe for your elderly parents or maybe for a friend, for somebody to have that confidence again, to have that strength to get up out of the chair. And it's super simple. So your mother, we spoke about your mother before we saw her, and having had a fall, she may have been nervous about getting on. And I was talking to Britta earlier on about her mother, and she was telling me her mother had recently had, did you say she'd recently had a knee? Or was that your father? No, that was my Sorry, tell me about your mum.
Recently had an operation.
Tell us about your mum using this machine.
Oh, bless my mother. She's 85 years young. She'd like
you
to
said
think
she's young
21.
and sprightly.
Oh, she's incredibly funky and sprightly. Never been on the machine before.
Right.
And then got on it on the weekend, tried it and blew me away.
Fantastic.
She was going, and then after about 25 seconds, I said, Mum, you can slow down. She goes, no, I can speed up. I can speed up. I'm like, no, Mum.
85 years young, and watch her go, you said. Yeah. So that means that, somebody who is of moderate or high fitness really can achieve this even standing up without starting on the chair.
Absolutely.
But also, would you recommend that your mum and dad use this every single day to know that they can have their independence? Yes. They don't have to maybe, get that home assistance because they can jump up out of the chair. They can walk down the stairs. They can get in and out of the car because they're going to have that strength. So for them, it's more about the strengthening. Would you say? The confidence.
Especially for my father. He's been a bit poorly lately and he needs that confidence and his strength in his legs. So by sitting down for him is perfect.
Right.
For my mum, standing up has been great.
And I believe that you've got a little bit of video footage of your parents using this because you were so impressed with them. Where is have you got your
mobile phone?
And if you are a person at home, if you're finding it hard to get in and out of the car, finding it hard to get in and out of that chair, this might just be the strength that your legs are going to need to get you out of that chair faster. This may just give you back that confidence, that independence, give you back the strength. Get out of the chair, get out of the car, take the rubbish bin out to the street, right? All those little things that may have been easier 10 years ago but are starting to struggle. Let's have a look at the video. Oh, look at her go.
She has never been on it
She's
before.
not 85. Look at her
I know.
go. And look, she's even having a giggle. She's having a cackle.
She's having a giggle. Because I said, can you feel it, Mum? She goes, yes, I can. In my eyeballs and my legs.
Good.
And then she goes, I'll just try a bit faster.
Oh, God, love her. So she literally, and this is the thing, getting on this for the first time, for some, maybe a little bit nervous. Thank you for showing us that. That was really cool. I love that. Now I know where you get your personality from your mum. Now, Fiona, pelvic floor, strength and toning. Good looking pins and bottom, should I say? Buns. Somebody buying it today, how is it going to change their life?
Well, the great thing is it's going to change their life really quickly. And it's going to be something that they can easily commit to. And for many people, it will be the inner thighs, the outer buttock. For many women, it will be taking back control and not having those oops moments. For many people, it'll be just feeling a little bit more energized, enjoying getting the endorphins, enjoying maybe a better posture, better night's sleep. For many, it's just knowing that they've done something. And they don't need to say with their friends, it was just 10 seconds a day. Because for many, it will literally just be 2 or 3 repetitions. And that is a brilliant place to start. For many, it'll be sitting down. Many, it'll be standing up. But for all of them, they are doing something really important, which is helping themselves be the better person, the slimmer person, the stronger person, the person that sleeps better, the person that feels better mentally, physically. And literally it is what I can only describe to be a microscopical amount of time for what is a huge life-changing health benefit.
Absolutely. I'm just 60 seconds a day to change the way you feel, the way you look, the way you move. And, you know, it's that movement that is that confidence. And we're going to give you a chance to get to the phone and get your very own at home. 60 seconds a day. Don't say you don't have it. Everybody has 60 seconds in their day. Stock, of course, is dropping as always. This is a worldwide phenomenon. Millions and millions of these have sold worldwide. Don't forget the upper body bar. If you've got 60 seconds, you may as well do the upper body as well. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's time to make that change and take that first step towards changing your life with the Summers Legmaster. In just 60 seconds a day, you can strengthen your pelvic floor and legs, plus trim down and have those shapelier legs you've always wanted. The Legmaster is world famous, selling over 6 million worldwide. The Legmaster was invented by award-winning inventor Neil Summers for his wife Fiona, a mother of 5 who was time poor, hated exercise, but wanted results in literally 60 seconds a day. The Legmaster is perfect for strengthening the pelvic floor muscles. It's also beneficial for those that want to strengthen the legs, particularly the mature population. Plus, it can trim down the thighs to give us more shapelier legs. The Legmaster was put to a test by thermologists, and it showed that in just 60 seconds, it engaged and strengthened the pelvic floor region and the hard-to-target areas of the legs. It's the technology of the lateral side motion and the curved track that gives such amazing results in such a short period of time. Just like you're seeing on Becky and Narelle right now. Real results on real women who wanted to change their lives. Everyone has 60 seconds a day, and with the Legmaster, that 60 seconds could seriously change your life. Here at Openshop, we will deliver the Legmaster to your door, express free delivery. And if it's your first purchase, save a further 10%. Plus shop with Afterpay. Enjoy getting results now and pay later. The Summers Legmaster is just 60 seconds a day to a new you.
Phenomenal worldwide product. Millions of people, cannot be wrong. The reviews speak for themselves. 5-star, 5-star, 5-star worldwide. Kelly, what would you say to people? Why would you buy it today?
Small investment, great return.
Awesome.
It's a minute a day, really low price, and you're just going to get so many benefits from it.
Absolutely brilliant. Britta, what's your advice? What would you say?
Do it for yourself. Get yourself that gift. And yeah, don't wait.
It is a gift to yourself, and it's also
absolutely.
a gift to anyone else in the family. But ladies, from what we've heard today, it's a little gift to the hubby as well.
It certainly is.
Peter, we heard that from you. What would you say?
I would say buy it for yourself, but also for your parents.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas is coming. They've got everything else, but they haven't got the strength in their legs, a lot of people.
That.
So this is the major benefit.
I absolutely love that. And look, they say that money can't buy your health, but money can buy you this, $159. And if it's your first purchase, you will get an additional 10% off for those Chrissy gifts. Fiona, what's your last piece of advice? Why should people buy this today?
Well, I think if you want to be a better person, you want to feel a bit better mentally, physically, whether it is strength, slimming, pelvic floor, there are so many reasons. And if you only want to do a small amount of exercising or fitness to get all those rewards, then the Leg Master is absolutely something to try. I mean, here, you get the opportunity to try it. If you don't like it, then give it back, but I can guarantee you will love it.
With free express delivery, guys, love it or send it back. Never been a better time to buy the Leg Master. Here's the details. 30030, $159. Less than the price of an appointment down at the gynecologist. And you've got it for years and years. And your upper body bar, it's brand new today, 30111. I want to thank all the ladies, especially Fiona.
Always great to be here.
Thank you. Enjoy your Leg Master. Change your life 60 seconds a day.